So last time we quickly hurried through the answer Savitri had given. We start that thing over again and see some details. A heavenly queen consenting to his will, she clasped his feet by her enshrining hair. A heavenly queen consenting to his will, she clasped his feet by her enshrining hair, enveloped in a velvet cloak of love, and answered softly like a murmuring lute. All now is changed, yet all is still the same. Now, of course, this is a paradoxical line. He says simultaneously, at once he says changed and same. In one breath, she is saying both. All is changed and all is the same. But basically, what it conveys is yes, surely all has changed. Our old outlook towards things is not there now anymore to look at things around. We are seeing the world, we are seeing the course of time, we are seeing relationships and all that thing now with a different vision, different perspective. Different truth has entered into our being, and it is with that truth that we are now looking at the world all around us. You see, the world is the same, its meaning has changed for us. The trees are there, birds are there, animals are there, but now we see them in a different light. They are not the same kind of a thing, they are not the same creatures, same objects of what we were understanding them to be so far. They have acquired a new significance, new meaning, new content for us. It is not a bird, it is some kind of a spirit of aspiration from the world of life which is rising to receive the powers and beauty and joy of the spirit. It is that now what we are seeing in it. It is not just the bird which is flying around. It is not just the river which is flowing around. The river is carrying the waters of heaven in it. The radiant waters. That is what the Veda says. The rivers are basically the Vedic rivers. When it says Vedic river, they are in fact carrying the heavenly radiance in them. So it is not the same river what we are seeing. I am seeing now the light of heaven which is flowing through them. The mountain, stability, its calm, its strength, its poise is of a different type altogether. So the same mountain now, it has acquired a different meaning. It is not only that I have seen it in my view like that, it is not my subjective feeling or the objects having changed, but the objects themselves have changed. That is more important. It is not my subjective understanding of nature. The nature itself has now undergone a change. What it was there, it has become now different. Therefore, all now is changed, yet all is still the same. So it is not only our subjective viewpoint which got altered, but the objects themselves have now received the true power, the true contents of the spirit in them, and it is that which they are expressing here. Lo, we have looked upon the face of God, our life has opened with divinity. That is what it means. So, everywhere we see the presence of the divine. It is He who is occupying everything all around here, you see. In other words, this world has acquired the meaning of reality. Meaning of reality. People were saying until now it is asat, it is illusion, it is dream, it is maya, it is mithya. No, 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 it is not all that. It is the reality of the Divine Himself expressing in a certain manner. Now, that kind of a real change is the irrevocable change which has taken place not only in Savitri but all around the world. We have borne identity with the Supreme and known His meaning in our mortal lives. That is the basic thing. What He wants us to be in this mortal life. It is that now we have understood. Mortal life is for a certain purpose. He has put some purpose in it, and it is that purpose now we have understood. It is there not for nothing. This creation is there not for nothing, but it is to express the Divine Himself. It is the manifestation of the transcendental aspects in the creation. It is that we are seeing all around here. We have born identity. Now this of course happens when you have identified yourself with the Supreme. That is the precondition. For this meaning to be understood, you have to see it from the point of view of the identification you have with the Supreme. How does the Supreme look at these things? That you can see, that you can know only when you have identified yourself with the Supreme. For the Supreme, it is not grief, it is not pain, it is not suffering. There is something else. It is not mortality, it is not ignorance. It is something else for Him. And it is that which we have now understood. Because of the identity, Supreme does not say in that manner at all, you see. It will be kind of a perverted Supreme if He sees that, you see. Our love has grown greater by that mighty touch. Now, grown greater. Was there something lacking in their love earlier? In the love of Satyavan and Savitri, they had recognized each other's identity. They knew what it is. The moment they saw, it was in fact what we have been calling love at first sight. They immediately recognized their age-old identity. So there was nothing lacking there. But now that love has become different because of their identity with the Supreme. Identification with each other and recognition is one thing, but that identification and recognition seen in the light of identification with the Supreme. Because we have identified ourselves with the Supreme, therefore our relationship now has acquired a greater meaning, a different meaning. Our love has become greater because of that. In other words, all the limitations of the mortal creature which are there, those have gone away when we have identified ourselves with the Supreme. Our love has grown greater. In fact, that is the most paradoxical thing. How can it be that their love can still become greater, larger, bigger? That mighty touch of the Supreme, it is that which has made our love greater. And learned its heavenly significance. Yes, until now we are not fully aware of the significance of our love. We have identified, we have recognized each other, etc., all those things are there. But now with this touch of the Divine, our love is something which is heavenly here upon earth. Yet nothing is lost of mortal love's delight. Yes, there is a truth content even in a mortal's love. There is something, maybe it's a transcription, maybe it is a remote copy of what it should be, but it is there. It may be a copy also our love in the mortal creation. But now with that identification, it becomes the original. It is no more a copy of copy. It becomes the original document, so to say. It is that which you have to happen. And that is the great significance of this identification with the Supreme. Yet nothing is lost of mortal love's delight. So this is not a vital love, this is not a sexual love, this is not ordinary kind of human love at all. It is a transcendent love which is getting expressed in a mortal life. In a mortal life, you see.